How's it going, everybody? KG here. Today, we're going to be looking at the Samsung 2024 settings changes and also how the actual home screen looks in 2024, as well as seeing how the navigation is within the UI. I wanted to go through this because the UI looks quite a bit different this year for 2024. I also noticed that there was different settings added for 2024 as well, depending on which TV you buy. So we're going to go over that. And I think there's one of them I think you'll be really interested in if you are a fan of dynamic mode or vivid mode on TVs. Okay, so after setting up your Samsung TV, you will be greeted with this screen here. This is the Samsung Smart Hub. You can access this screen anytime by pressing the home key on your Samsung remote. If you're familiar with this screen, you'll see that it hasn't changed too much from previous years, although there are some things that look a little bit different, but navigation-wise, it's pretty similar. You'll see here you have all your apps available to you, and you can select the ones that come with the TV, or if you need to go and get more apps, you can scroll up to the top of the screen, and then you'll see there's 3 different selections there. There's one that says apps. That's going to be the one that you want to go to. From there, it's pretty simple. You just type in the app that you're looking for, and then you can go ahead and download it, and it'll be on your home screen. You can go to the home screen and find the list edit function, and you can move around that icon to wherever you want on your home screen as well. So that'll be something that you want to do if it's an app that you frequently use. All right, next, when you push your directional pad on the controller to the very left, you will see that there's a search tab, a daily plus tab, a game tab, and the home tab. The home tab is the tab that we were just on. And then below that, you will see connected devices. This will be one of the ways that you can get in and out of your HDMI ports. There's also a shortcut to the settings menu. And then there's a selection called privacy choices as well, where you can evaluate that. But since we are on this sidebar already, let's navigate the tab that says game. This is going to be how you get to the Samsung Gaming Hub. Here you will be able to access different cloud gaming services such as Xbox Game Pass, GeForce Now, Luna, and much more. Also, within the Samsung Gaming Hub, you can set up your gaming accessories that go with the TV, such as your controllers that you have paired with the TV. You can also go into your sound options for your game mode as well, and you will have shortcuts to games that you play on the cloud services here as well. The next tab up on the left side is going to be the Daily Plus tab. I believe this tab is new for 2024. I don't recall seeing it last year, but I could be wrong. So here on the Daily Plus tab, you will see that you have an icon for Smart Things, Samsung Health, Online Doctor, Dr. Tail, and Workspace. All right, going back to the home menu, you'll see that there's the popular searches tab, TV Plus recommendations, and then on the bottom, you have popular games, popular movies, and much more. So there's just a lot on the Smart Hub that you can access if you're somebody who frequently uses your TV for a smart TV device. Then this is going to be very beneficial to you and maybe very helpful in helping you find content to watch or play. So this is a nice thing all around. And generally, I think that the navigation around the Smart Hub is pretty smooth, although when it has to play things, it can be a little bit laggy, so do keep that in mind. But on the topic of lag and snappiness, this is definitely way snappier than past Tizen operating systems, I'll say that. And this year, they added a loading bar too, as well, when it has to load things up. You'll know that, hey, it's just not spinning for no reason, it's not stuck or anything. You actually see a loading progress bar, and I actually think that is a good thing. All right, so we talked about the whole entire Smart Hub experience. Let's move on to settings. So first things first, we need to access our settings. How do we access our settings? Well, there is a button on our remote that is a gear icon and a 1, 2, 3 key. If you press that remote, you will see that there's 3 different options. You will see that there's the number keys. This is how you are going to get into the actual numbers, to press numbers for channels. And then you'll see the gear icon. This is how you get to settings. And then you will see smart things. This is how you get to your smart things tab. So I'm not a big fan of this personally because it makes me have an extra step to get into settings. All right, now I'm going to get into settings a little bit and talk about some of the new settings and also walk you through some of the current settings. This is not a settings video, by the way. I'll have to do a separate settings video for each TV because all the picture settings are going to be different. But I'm just going to kind of walk you through what's going on with settings and how you change settings, etc. All right, so after we navigate into the settings menu, we are now met with different settings that are selectable. The first one you see is all settings. This is going to be how you get into your picture settings, your expert settings within your picture settings, so that you can change all the parameters that you want to get the picture that you want. From there, you have the sound output. This is where you can change your sound output. You have brightness, picture mode, sound mode, Bluetooth devices, Wi-Fi, multi-view, sleep timer, game mode on and off, caption on and off, digital output, picture clarity, color tone, energy saving solution, power and energy, and support. And at the very end, you see there is a list edit function. This is where you can edit the icons on your menu and put them wherever you want, whether you want them first or last. So the ones that you don't use the most, you can slide all the way to the end, and then you can slide the ones that you do use the most all the way to the left. I kind of wish they had the ability to add and remove icons, but I guess hiding them all the way to the right is just as good. All right, so I do want to highlight the power and energy savings because we just talked about that. Go ahead and click that and make sure that your brightness optimization is turned off. Otherwise, your brightness will change by itself. And if that's not something you want, then you're definitely going to want to turn that off. All right, so I told you they added new settings to Samsung 2024 TVs. Let's go ahead and check out one of those settings right now. So let's navigate over to the All Settings menu and then go to Picture Settings, Expert Settings, and scroll down to where we see Color Booster. This is pretty much going to be a color exaggerator. This is going to be how you bring out colors even more. It's not very realistic. You're not going to want to use this in a realistic sense because it does affect skin tones quite a bit. I'm using it right now in filmmaker mode so you can see the effect that it has on filmmaker mode. So here it is on and off and on different settings. So you can see it has quite a big effect on the picture itself in terms of color. Now let's go ahead and show you what it would look like in dynamic mode because I know a lot of you guys might want to try it out in dynamic mode. So here's how it looks in dynamic mode when I switch it on and off and selecting through the different options that are available. As you can see, we get some pretty extreme colors here from our Samsung TV when we are selecting through the different options. And keep in mind, this is just the Q60D that I'm navigating through, so it might be even crazier on a TV with a little bit better color. There's also one more setting that I didn't talk about that I can't really show you today, and that's going to be Auto HDR remastering. That's only going to be on Neo QLED TVs, I believe, but it could also be on the Q80 full array local dimming TV. I don't have confirmation on that though, but I do know for a fact it is on the Neo QLED TVs. What this does is it actually manipulates the backlight in order to change the picture to make it look like it's in HDR. And that's just the description that I'm given for Auto HDR remastering. I'm not actually demonstrating it here to you right now. So we'll have to dive into it a little bit more to see what it actually does to the picture when we engage it ourselves. And I'll have that for you in a separate video when we check out Neo QLED TVs and when we do our Neo QLED 2024 settings video. I have to say, in terms of the actual UI design, the way it looks really good. Everything is kind of rounded, things look smooth, the text is very clear. It looks modern, and I kind of like that about the Samsung Tizen OS this year, is that everything does look updated and it does look like a new TV to me. So that's always a cool thing to see when you boot up a brand new TV for that current year. So let me know, did I cover everything that you wanted me to cover in the Samsung 2024 TVs? I just really wanted to show you what changed and how to navigate your smart TV using the Smart Hub because I know a lot of you guys are really interested in that. But if there is anything that I missed at all, please let me know in the comments so I can make a follow-up video to this and help you out a little bit more. Of course, I will be doing a video with full picture settings for multiple TVs this year from Samsung, so definitely be on the lookout for that. If you guys enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. I'm going to have 2024 TV reviews, comparisons, and of course, settings all year long for the TVs that you love. If you guys want to keep watching videos, there's a video on the screen that I think you'll enjoy quite a bit. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.